So, some news just dropped, and I don't do the breaking news thing, but this was definitely worth talking about. James Gunn, the co-CEO of DC Studios, came out and said Henry Cavill is done. He's not going to be playing Superman anymore, and I have some thoughts on this. Now, before all this hoopla came out with Wonder Woman 3 and Henry Cavill, I was planning on making a big-ass DC video, basically breaking down how and why the Snyderverse failed, and where I think DC as a film franchise should go. That video is basically considered moot because, confirmed by James Gunn, they plan on releasing part of their plan in the beginning of the new year. Maybe I'll redraft my script to be all about the Snyderverse, maybe I won't, who knows, but the point is, these two are doing their own thing, and honestly, I could not be happier about it. The Snyderverse sucked, everything about it was a pretentious, poorly written disaster, and I'm happy we have some fresh bigwigs in the Tower of Fate deciding what to do and how to compete with Marvel. Because believe it or not, DC is competing with Marvel. You know, Warner Brothers wants that Endgame money, baby. Now, I have mixed feelings about Henry Cavill leaving. On one hand, it's very sad because you clearly get the impression that he cared a lot about portraying Superman. Hell, for all my gripes and criticisms towards the Snyderverse, Henry Cavill's casting was not one of them. I liked him as Superman. He was really committed to the role and he seems like a really wholesome person. I just wish he was given better material to work with because I don't doubt he could pull it off. On the other hand, however, I understand not wanting to keep a similar roster from the old regime. It's a reminder of the past and it's too confusing for general audiences like your grandma when she takes you to the movies and asks, "Why is this Superman acting so different from the other movies?" This was a complicated decision, I'm sure. It must suck to be Henry Cavill right now, especially after his cameo in the Black Adam post-credits scene where it was supposed to be his big return to the character. But it also must suck to be James Gunn. This was a hard decision, I don't doubt that for a second. He must have known he was going to be seen as the bad guy for doing this, but I hope it was to pave a clearer and more progressive path for DC. For years, DC has been told their movies suck, they're too gritty, they're pretentiously written, their fanbase is toxic as all fuck. And look, I'm not putting my eggs in any baskets, whatever James Gunn and Peter Safran decide to do, I still hope it's for the betterment of DC, and a fruitful and lasting movie franchise could come out of that. Like, guys, I want DC to be successful. I want DC to be more successful than Marvel and make all the money. DC has my favorite rogues gallery of heroes and villains, and I'm so disgusted with how they've been treated. But at least something good can come out of this. This is the end of the Snyderverse. It's done. The nightmare is over. Whether or not we've woken into an even worse nightmare is yet to be seen, but for now, I'll take the win when I can get it. If you choose not to support DC after this decision, there's very little I'm going to be able to say to change your mind. All I can say, however, is give Peter Safran and James Gunn a chance. Who knows, maybe they'll get a really good story and a really good actor. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys today. How do you guys feel about this? Do you think cutting ties with Henry Cavill was wrong? Do you think this news could have been dropped more smoothly? Let me know. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you next time.